Thinking about moving to Raleigh, but wondering whether your bank account is going to cry or breathe a sigh of relief? In this video, I'm breaking down what it really costs to live in Raleigh in 2026. So, housing, rent, groceries, utilities, taxes, and transportation, and how we compare to cities like Atlanta and New York City, so you can decide whether Raleigh is a smart financial move for you. Hey y'all, I'm Becca with Living NC Real Estate at Keller Williams Legacy. I help folks relocate to North Carolina and find the community that truly feels like home, from Raleigh and Durham to the coast and the mountains. On this channel, you'll get honest info about life in North Carolina, neighborhood tours, relocation tips, and a little Southern charm along the way. If you're thinking about moving to Raleigh, Durham, Cary, Chapel Hill, or anywhere in North Carolina for that matter, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my weekly video. All right, so let's talk money. Let's start with the big picture. Most cost of living tools put Raleigh right around the national average, maybe just slightly below. So Raleigh is not dirt cheap, but for a fast growing job market with a strong quality of life, is pretty reasonable. Especially compared to New York City, Raleigh can be 60 to 80% cheaper overall. Compared to Atlanta, Raleigh often comes in a little less expensive, especially when you factor in groceries, utilities, and everyday spending. So if you're moving here from a major metro area, Raleigh will likely feel much more affordable. Now let's break it down, starting with housing. So as of late 2025, heading into 2026, the median home price in Raleigh sits in the mid 400s. In Raleigh proper, that may get you a 3-bedroom single-family home in an established neighborhood, often built in the 90s or early 2000s, depending on the location. Cary and Apex tend to be higher because of schools and demand. So some areas like Durham, Knightdale, Clayton, Garner, and Zebulon can offer more affordable options if you're flexible on commute and age of the home. Our market has cooled from the pandemic frenzy craziness we had. Homes are taking longer to sell, and buyers finally have a little breathing room. So rough ballpark, under 400,000 often means townhomes or smaller homes further out. 450 to 550 is a solid sweet spot for many suburbs. 600 plus will get you a larger home, luxury finishes, or a prime triangle location. Of course, every situation is different, but that gives you a good feel for Raleigh's housing landscape. So if you're planning to rent first, here's what that looks like. The average rent in Raleigh typically ranges from around $1,300 to $1,600 a month, depending on the size and location. A 1-bedroom is usually $1,150 to $1,400. A 2-bedroom is $1,450 to $1,600. And 3-bedroom rentals, especially townhomes and single-family homes, are commonly $1,900 to $2,100 and up. If you're moving from New York, Boston, or California, our rents will feel shockingly reasonable. If you're coming from a smaller rural metro, though, they may be higher, but you're also gaining jobs, opportunities, and lifestyle opportunities as well. So let's talk utilities and transportation. The not so fun bills that we all have to pay, right? So utilities in Raleigh tend to be slightly lower than the national average. Many households fall in the $180 to $220 per month range, depending on the season and square footage of your home. Remember, this is the South, so in the summer, you will run your AC. So July and August may feel a little spicy on your AC bills, but winters are much lighter than northern states. Transportation costs are also typically lower than the national average, but Raleigh is a car-dependent city. We don't have big city rail transit, so people pretty much have to drive. So if you're used to living car-free, plan for a car payment, insurance, fuel, and maintenance. Groceries in Raleigh tend to sit close to the national average, sometimes slightly above or below. So compared to Atlanta, groceries can be a little cheaper, but compared to New York City, groceries and dining out are dramatically cheaper. Raleigh has an amazing food scene, but you're not paying $20 or $30 for a cocktail and $50 for parking just to grab dinner. So thank goodness we don't have to do that. So now let's talk taxes. North Carolina has a flat state income tax. Everyone pays the same rate, currently just above 4%, with small scheduled reductions under current law. Sales tax in Raleigh is about 7.25% on most purchases, and property taxes vary by county and municipality. But overall, North Carolina tends to be middle of the road, generally lower than many northeastern states, and often lower than large metro markets up north. For many relocation clients, when you combine housing plus taxes, Raleigh often ends up being a financial win. So, is Raleigh a smart financial move? If you're coming from a very small or rural area, your expenses may go up a bit, but you're gaining a strong job market and urban amenities. If you're coming from Atlanta, Raleigh often comes in slightly more affordable overall. And if you're coming from New York City, Boston, or New Jersey, Raleigh is going to feel dramatically cheaper in almost every category. So for many people, Raleigh hits that sweet spot. Affordable enough to breathe, easier financially, but still full of opportunities, culture, and quality of life. So the bottom line, in 2026, Raleigh's cost of living sits around the national average, with housing, utilities, and daily expenses often coming in lower than larger metro areas. But the real question is, does Raleigh fit your budget, your lifestyle, and your long-term plans? And that's where I will come in. So I put together a free Raleigh cost of living and relocation breakdown PDF for you with deeper numbers and a printable planning checklist. So you can download that using the link. If you send me a message, I will shoot it to you. So if you're thinking about moving to Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill, Cary, or really anywhere in North Carolina, whether you're moving 3 months from now or 3 years from now, I'd love to help you. So you can call or text me at 919-635-9643. Email me at rebecca@livingnc.com, and we'll talk through your budget, your goals, and the areas that truly make sense for you. And if you're moving somewhere else in North Carolina, I've got amazing partner agents across the state, and I'd be happy to connect you. If this video helped you, hit that like button, click subscribe, and drop a comment below telling me where you're moving from. I'm Becca with Living NC Real Estate, and I'll see y'all in the next video.